Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another player review with me, Boy FIFA 1 HD. We'll be taking a look at the 82 rated informed Joshua King card. Before we do, as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, that will really help me out, as well as to subscribe if you are new to the channel. And if you have any questions about King, FIFA 19 in general, ask away in the comments as I'll be happy to answer those for you. So we can see the team that we used him in. Now we're going to have a look at his attribute details. And as you can see, he is ridiculously fast. His acceleration is really nice there at 85 and very quick once he really gets going with 92 sprint speed. Shooting column is also very neat and tidy. Incredible attack positioning and very clinical finishing there at 85 and 86 respectively. His shot power is also really nice there at 83. Long shots, volleys and penalties also pretty tidy, although do fall away a little bit from how good his first three stats were. Passing is neat and tidy but nothing more. Vision there at 74, short passing at 75 and curve at 72 is about what you'd need on a striker. Nothing to brag about but nothing too bad either. His dribbling is also much of the same with some very decent consistent stats throughout, and his physical there also pretty okay but nothing really too much. So now that we've seen those attribute details guys, let's jump into some in-game footage and hear what I thought about him. So my thoughts on the 82 rated informed Josh King were that he was incredibly effective. This guy is definitely going to score you a lot of goals if you do happen to pick him up. I actually really enjoyed his standard gold card this year. Very overpowered, and that really does continue with this low rated informed card. You should be able to pick him up for relatively cheap. I mean, I had to pay around sort of 80k because he'd only just come out, but I think once his price really settles, you should be able to get him for around 30 and maybe under. If you can do that, you are getting one hell of a player, because this guy is incredibly fast, easy to get in behind with that incredible pace. And the fact that he's got 85 on the attack positioning, that just means that he makes very precise runs, loves playing on the shoulder of the defenders, getting in behind, operating in that space between the goalkeeper and the centre backs, and just profiting from his incredible pace. Once he's through on goal, he is pretty damn clinical. His close range 1v1 finishing is exceptional. 86 overall is exactly what you'd want on a striker like this. His shot power is also really neat and tidy, so he can absolutely just blast it past the goalkeeper too. His long shots and volleys do leave a little bit to be desired, but with the right chemistry style applied, you can definitely increase those areas, making him also very good from distance. But I don't really think you'll be using him from that sort of range, if I'm honest. It is so easy to get this guy in behind, whether he's playing up front on his own or in a pair. If you play the right way and get the ball into the areas for him to run onto, he will have no problem creating tons of chances. And in some ways he will need that. I found him to be very clinical, but you will miss a few. Like, his chance conversion as a whole isn't amazing, but he will score a lot of goals throughout the game. So in most games he'd end up having around 6 to 9 shots, and he'd probably score around 2 to 3 of them. Which, when you think about it, isn't maybe the best chance conversion rate in the world, but you do end up with 2 or 3 goals, and that is mainly just because he is so easy to get chances for. He's always in good areas and he does finish them well when he's in there. He can create chances for himself, don't get me wrong. You know, he's got that pace, he's got decent range of dribbling, again something you probably will want to up with the right chemistry style applied. I found him to be very proficient with the ball at his feet, good ball control, good dribbling, able to twist and turn and get in behind, which I really enjoyed. Jumping and heading accuracy isn't really his forte, but if you do happen to cross the ball into him and he's relatively unmarked, he will definitely put a few headers away too. Overall, a very good cheap inform that will score you a lot of goals. You'll have a very good time using him, and one that shouldn't cost you too much once his price does settle. I've given him a really solid 8 out of 10. There are a few things that could be better on the card, I will admit, but overall he is very usable. And once his price does settle, I think he is going to be one of the most OP bargaining forms in the game. So I hope you've enjoyed the review guys. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.